So this is just like a basic loading. You can put this in front of a preload scene, like we talked about for memory match extras, or anywhere else where you do loading. Welcome back to Arcade. I am Super Tommy, and in this video we're going to look at creating a preload or a loading spinner natively in Phaser 3. So you've probably seen loading spinners on the web. Here we have from loading.io a set of 12 spinners that you can use. And you can use these with Phaser 3 as well by using the DOM element. But we're just going to create some of these in Phaser 3 natively in JavaScript, so you don't have to use DOM elements or create these CSS spinners. You can just make them directly in Phaser. So now in our memory match extras course, we actually do talk about a preload animation. So if you want to see more about this, check out the memory match extras course, where we show you how to do a preload animation for a preloader scene, so you can preload your images and then have a little animation show up while that's happening. So we're going to make two preload spinners in this video. First one, we're just going to do something very similar to this rectangle one here, these three rectangles that sort of like blip one after the other. So let's start. This is our Phaser project here, and this project is created with the Phaser 3 parcel template. You can go to github.com/arcade and find the Phaser 3 parcel template. And you can use this template if you want to follow along with us. So we have this loading spinner scene here, just a basic scene, and this is the only scene in this example. So let's create a rectangle first. We're going to make 3 rectangles and then animate them, looping forever until a scene changes, or we can delete these rectangles or stop the tweens. So here we go. Let's say const, let's call this the left rectangle. So this.add.rectangle, and let's put them, let's go here with height. And now this is JavaScript's object destructuring. So we're taking the width and height values out of the scale manager and putting into a width and height variable, so we can use here. And then let's see, const x. So we're going to want, let's just get the middle. This is the middle of the screen. So we're just going to put our loader right in the middle of the screen. You can take this and put it anywhere you want. For simplicity, we're going to do middle of the screen. So left. So let's say it will be x minus 50. Let's say y width. Let's say it's 40 width and 75 height. Fill color. Now we're going to use this arcade orange color that we have right here. Fill alpha 1. Let's just see what this gives us. One rectangle. So now let's do another one. We'll call this middle. And that'll just be add xy. Okay. Now let's do right. So we're going to have three rectangles, left, middle, right, and then this one will be plus 50 to the right. There we go. So now we have our 3 rectangles. Now what we're going to do is add a tween. So let's just tween them one at a time. This.add.tween, and the target is going to be left. We'll do the left one first. So what this animation is going to do is basically grow the rectangle on the y-axis only. So we're going to do scale y. Let's scale it to 2. And let's say duration is 100. And let's see, so it's going to go like that. And then we want it to repeat -1. And we want it to yo-yo, so it comes back true. And then let's see what this looks like. Okay, it's doing something. So now let's add a repeat delay. Let's say we delay 300 milliseconds. Okay. And let's say we add an ease. So let's say phaser.math.easing. Let's say bounce in out. Let's see. We can change these. Well, you can actually play with these and see what looks better to you. Let's just copy this. We're going to do this now to the middle one. Middle. So we want this one to go, and then before this one has finished, we want the next one to go. So duration, same duration, and let's give it a delay. Let's just delay it. Let's delay it 100. Let's see. Okay. And the last one, the right one. And same, no, it's going to delay 2 times as much since it's 2 over. Look at that. Not bad. How does it actually compare to this one? It's close. So this one is a little bit faster. So you can play around with these numbers. So repeat delay is the delay before everything repeats. So what yo-yo does is so if let's just don't do yo-yo so you can see what yo-yo does. Now you probably used yo-yo in Instagram or Snapchat or something, so you may know what they do. It just sort of bounces it. So this is without yo-yo, which just does the one thing. Yo-yo basically makes it play back in reverse to finish. And you can see with yo-yo, it looks nicer. So cool. So this is just like a basic loading. You can put this in front of a preload scene, like we talked about for memory match extras, or anywhere else where you do loading. You can have a loading scene in between while you're switching scenes to load different assets if your game is large. So now we're going to do, this is basically looking pretty good. Play with these variables to see what they do. You can use different eases as well. You can use, for example, maybe you want just in, let's say, instead of in out, or maybe out instead of in or in out, and just see what it does. See, that's not bad either. Looks almost like a sound wave, this one. So play around with these settings to get the effect that you would like. So now we're going to do another loading spinner. This one we're going to use a star. So now let's just save this. Let's say, right? We're going to do create rectangle spinner. And I just put this code to the side. And we're going to need this. So now we're going to make a star. So const star this.add.star. So Phaser has a bunch of shapes you can use. There's circle, star, arc, triangle, a bunch of different things. You can just do dot add and then see what you can use. Lines, polygons, many things. Okay, X, Y, put this in the middle. Points, we'll do a 5-point star. And let's just say we're going to do a 16 by 32, or the 16 inner radius, 32 outer radius. Fill color, same orange. Fill alpha 1. Let's just see what we got. Now we have a star. All right, so for this star, we're going to actually rotate it so it looks like it's spinning. So same thing, we're going to add a tween. Tween targets star, and this one is going to be scale x to 0. So we're going to basically squish it so it looks like it's turning. Duration, let's say half a second. And let's see. Let's just see what this does. Okay. So now it basically tweened this way. So basically, so now it's got scale x of 0, so you can't see it. So repeat forever. And yes, we want yo-yo so that it does this and then does this, so that it's like faking the spinning. Like this, for example. So this is not bad, but depending on how you look at it, it may not look like it's technically spinning. It may look more like it's doing this, or yeah, this. So we can do a change here. So let's do a on repeat. So this is the on repeat callback. So each time the repeat happens, what we're going to do is actually change the star color so it looks like it's facing the back. So it looks more convincing to the eye that it is in fact rotating. So if star.fillColor, so if the fill color is orange, we're going to do star.fillColor gets this light purple, this color that we've pre-made here. And then if it's any other color, which in our case is going to be light purple, star.fillColor orange. Let's see. Not on repeat, yes. You want actually on yo-yo. Right, so when it's going to do the yo-yo, we're going to change colors. Let's see, look at that. Now we can make this even better by adding an ease, since it looks better than it did before, because it's changing color. At least looks like something is happening to it. So let's do an ease here. Phaser.math.easing. We're going to do sign in out. Now, I think you can tell this looks more like it's spinning. So what happens with this ease is because it adds an ease when it's leaving and coming in. So when it's starting and when it's ending. So just like in real life, when something is spinning, it appears like it's slowing just because it's closer to you when the spinning is happening, or when it's completely facing you, not facing you, when the edge is facing you, right? The spinning looks like it slows down as it gets to the spin part where the edge is facing you. So if we can mimic that, as you can see, this just looks more like it is in fact spinning in a circle. So if you've seen our previous video on card flips, or you're interested in card flips, we do something similar here as we do for card flips. So you can go to our YouTube channel and look for 3 card flips coded in Phaser 3. That is just youtube.com/arcadehq, and then check out the videos. So it's the 3 card flips coded in Phaser 3. You can get more about flipping cards and doing various flip animations. Okay, final thing here before we wrap up this video. This spinning star spinner, this loading spinner, may actually be best if we stuck it to the bottom right corner. So let's say we put it there and put it there. And look at that. So now if you're doing a loading screen like this, where you can have maybe some messaging, some gameplay instructions, helps, tips, whatever it might be, while you're transitioning to a different scene and loading assets, you can put a spinner right here. You've seen many games do it, and the star doing the spinning is perfect for exactly that. So there we go. That is the 2 spinners that we showed you in this video. The rectangle spinner, good for preload screens or just initial loading screens to have it in the middle. And then the star spinner that we have, put it at the bottom right corner while you're loading assets as your game continues. Now, if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos on game development with Phaser 3.